Liverpool are the busiest football club in the world right now, it seems like. Jarell Quansah, 𝐝𝐥𝐻𝐵, Mark Guéhi, Frimpong, 𝐝𝐥𝐻𝐿, Florian Wirtz. It just isn't stopping. The incomings, the outgoings. Liverpool right now are steamrolling their way through this transfer window. It's coming up to the end of July, and they've already had 6 transfers potentially done. And the package, the £150 million package for 𝐿Exander-Isak, for me right now, is getting closer and closer. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts. We're 317 subscribers away from 58,000. If you haven't already, please smash the ground out of this subscribe button and let me know your thoughts down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, Fabrizio Romano has given an update with regards to Liverpool. And the other day I said that I believe they could get between 100 to 150 million for Darwin Nunez, Luis Diaz, Harvey Elliott, and Jarell Quansah. And it's looking more like potentially £200 million, which essentially covers Florian Wirtz, 𝐼𝐥𝐻𝐿, and Frimpong, meaning they're at like an even playing field. So hypothetically, if that scenario happens, they can then go and spend more money. And I believe Harvey Elliott counts as a homegrown player because they signed him at age 16. He spent 3 years there before age 21. So he will count as a 100% profitable sale. Jarell Quansah is another homegrown player. He will count as a 100% profitable sale. You've also got Kelleher, who's been sold. I said the other day, when you've got someone like Hughes, Edwards leading this charge, they're the best run football club in the league for me right now. Both on the pitch, they've just won the Premier League. They don't go, I know they broke the record for a goalkeeper, a midfielder, a centre-back, but they don't go out and spend like other teams have, like the Madrids, like the Barcelonas, like the Bayern. They don't go and make £100 million signings constantly. They don't. They've got a smart business model. They've got very, very clever footballing brains at the top. And their business isn't stopping. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen, here we go. Deal agreed for £30 million initial fee plus £5 million in add-ons. Do you know the best part about this deal? They have a buyback clause for Quansah to keep future control of the player. Contract until 2030 agreed. That, for me, is a magnificent bit of business from Liverpool Football Club. You've got rid of a squad player for 30 million quid who's going to a team where he will fit in comfortably because he can play right back, he can play centre back, he's good with the ball, he's a good young player, and you've got a buyback. You couldn't really have asked for better business from Liverpool. And it isn't just stopping there because Napoli, according to reports in Italy, are prepared to put £50 million or a deal worth £50 million on the table for Darwin Nunez. So then you think they've already got over 100 million quid for Darwin Nunez, Kelleher, and Quansah. And there's even transfer news out there today regarding Harvey Elliott. And this just tells me that the more players that they go and sell, the more deals that Liverpool Football Club go and do, just tells me right now that 𝐿Exander-Isak, I know Newcastle fans, look, I don't think personally, as it stands, and I've remained very, very consistent, I don't think Newcastle United will sell 𝐿Exander-Isak this window. However, everyone's got a price and someone will pay. The $1 Million Man, the WWF used to say that. Every single player on this planet has a price. I don't care if you're Kylian Mbappe, Mohamed Salah, Harry Kane, Vinny Jr., Jude Bellingham, Lionel Messi. Every single football club will value that player. Some may say they're untouchable, like Lamine Yamal, for instance. If you offered Barcelona 300 million quid right now, they'd take it. They'd take it. Everyone has got a price. And Liverpool Football Club, with a potential sale of Harvey Elliott, with a sale of Darwin Nunez, with a sale of Kelleher, with a sale of Quansah, and Fabrizio Romano has also retweeted a tweet about Guéhi, tells me that that deal is further down the line than people think. Liverpool Football Club, I've never seen in my life a football club like Liverpool act like this. We've seen the Cities, we've seen the Chelseas, we've seen the Barças, the Madrids, you know, the Bayern Munichs, the Uniteds. Liverpool are a different sort of football club, a proud football club that got one of the most loyal fan bases in the world. And the Standard Sport have reported that Brighton are preparing a £40 million bid for Harvey Elliott. And that would be a fantastic move for Harvey Elliott. Brighton play a good brand of football, are a good established Premier League club with a magnificent track record of developing young players. Caicedo, Ben White, etc., etc., etc. The list is ridiculous of players they've sold over the years. Leandro Trossard, Bissouma, Maupay, you know, this player, that player, you know, Colwill, etc. The amount of players that they've sold, I think Harvey Elliott, Standard Sport are a very, very reliable source. And Anfield Edition and all these Liverpool publications have tweeted out, if you can get 40 million quid for a homegrown player, as well as 35 when you include the add-ons for Jarell Quansah, plus you've already sold Kelleher, that's £100 million in 3 squad players. That pays for the Florian Wirtz transfer. Then you've got the Darwin Nunez situation. Could he go for another 50 million quid? That pays for 𝐝𝐥𝐿 and a lot of Frimpong, meaning Liverpool would be at an even playing field. They didn't spend any money last summer. They only brought in Federico Chiesa and Georgi Mamardashvili. Federico Chiesa is most likely going to return back to Italy for probably 30 million quid. They'll make a profit. You see where I'm going with this? Everything is telling me right now that they are preparing one hell of a monster bid for 𝐜𝐥𝐿 Isak. They're confident in their transfer moves. They're confident in their ability to get players over the line. And when you look at what Fabrizio Romano has now gone out and retweeted his tweet regarding 𝐝𝐤, that tells me that that transfer is further down the line than people think. He tweeted out 2 days ago, as soon as Jarell Quansah deal is completed very soon, which it now potentially is because we've heard it, here we go, Liverpool will activate centre-back options. And there you have it. 𝐝𝐤 is on the shortlist for months and appreciated by Liverpool as well as more Premier League clubs. They've already brought in Diomande. That, for me, is a fucking insane signing. I have wanted 𝐝𝐤 at Tottenham for years. I've been criticised, I've been scrutinised, I've been told I don't know football. Christian Romero goes to Atletico Madrid. Simeone's calling him on a daily basis. Bring in 𝐝𝐤. Like, everything is telling me right now that Liverpool are preparing for an unbelievable transfer window. Unbelievable. You've also got the Darwin Nunez situation. Napoli, right? Heavily interested. This was yesterday. Darwin Nunez remains Napoli's priority. As a dream target, as a centre striker, the club won't advance/close on different options until they get a chance to sign Nunez. Talks will continue next week in order to understand how a transfer and salary could be feasible. Liverpool aren't selling any of their first-team players. Fair enough, Trent's gone. Fair enough. But Darwin Nunez isn't a first-team player. Kelleher's not a first-team player. Quansah's not a first-team player. And neither is Harvey Elliott. And they've brought in 𝐝𝐥𝐿 into this first team, Frimpong into the first team, and Florian fucking Wirtz. And you put in 𝐝𝐤 as an unbelievable backup centre-back option for Konaté, who can't play 38 games a season. Virgil van Dijk now is 33, 34. He's going to need a rest now. And what they're doing in this transfer window is like, they're acting like they mean business. And the 𝐜𝐥𝐿 Isak situation, as reported by a number of sources, that Liverpool remain confident in their approach to sign 𝐜𝐥𝐿 Isak. It's going to be one hell of a transfer window for Liverpool Football Club. Do you know what I think would be perfect if they don't go and get 𝐜𝐥𝐿 Isak? Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. Like, for me, that'd be a fantastic appointment. It really would, to bring him into the football club. It really, really would. But look, let me know your thoughts. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.